Hello. I hope the mic is working. There's a lot of things broke yesterday. Hi, Louis. Can you hear me? Good. That's good. Hello, Splendiferous, darling. Hi, Barry. Welcome. Good to see you. Bright and early. Happy Thursday to you too, Barry. Hi, Bella. Bella voorzichtig. What are you voorzichtig for? It's nice. Hello, Undrafted. Are you ready for the questions today? Did you swallow the Wikipedia or the dictionary? I hope you did both. Okay, I'm going to kick it off. Hello, Brent. Welcome. Everyone's bright and early today. Danny, welcome. Danny, okay, I didn't miss anyone. Are you ready to win the quiz? Are you a mouse eating a block of cheese, Danny? Okay, let's kick off with the first question. What does a polyandric woman have more than one of? What does a polyandric woman have more than one of? A polyandric woman. No, Danny. Lovers respect. Yes, Barry, husband. She has more than one husband. Polyandric woman has more than one husband. Thank you. One is enough for me. More than enough. Nipple. Um, what links Brazil, Uruguay, Mozambique, and Angola? Hello, Stevie boy. Welcome. Everyone's early today. I'm so happy. What links Brazil, Uruguay, Mozambique, and Angola? Portuguese speaking? No, it's not the answer. Yes, undrafted. You got it. You did swallow the Wikipedia this week. They have in common that they're all colonies of Portugal. What is the American equivalent of the Irish poutine? I didn't even know Irish had poutine. What is the American equivalent of the Irish poutine? Poutine. I don't know how you pronounce it. Poteen. Stew? No. Cheese fries? No. No clue. Moonshine. The answer is yes, Stevie boy got it. You said it at the same time I shouted it. Good one, Stevie boy. Yes, in America you call it moonshine. Irish call it poutine. But it's basically the same thing. Who was the last king of Troy killed by Achilles' son, Pyrrhus? Or Pyrrhus. Pyrrhus, yeah. Who was the last king of Troy killed by Achilles' son, Pyrrhus? Agamemnon, no. But that was a good guess, Brent. Achilles, no. It's a name I never heard before, but others might have. Doesn't mean I don't know it. Harrod, no. But a good guess, Danny. Priam, yes, Splendiforest. Priam. He was called Priam. Louis, it's Priam. In 1911, the archaeologist Hiram Bingham discovered what lost city? In 1911, the archaeologist Hiram Bingham discovered what lost city? Who spelled chat wrong? Atlantis? No. Atlantis has not yet been discovered. There are guesses where it could be, but it's not discovered. El Dorado? No. Golden City? No. Atlantis is not discovered yet. But another one is, and you're going to kick yourself when I tell you. You're really going to kick yourself. Troy? No. Yes, Brent, Machu Picchu. Brent, you've got it. In 1911, Machu Picchu was discovered. Machu Picchu. Who won the Super Bowl in 1989? That was a good guess, Brent. Who won the Super Bowl in 1989? Yes, Brent, 49ers. It was the 49ers. You. Who wrote the book Billy Budd and also Moby Dick? Who wrote the book Billy Budd and also Moby Dick? Redskins, New Yorkers. It was San Francisco 49ers. Herman, yes, Barry. Herman Melville. You are correct. Bye, Bella. Which highwayman rode the horse Black Bess? Barry said Herman. It was Herman. Oh, you said Melville. Sorry, I didn't see that, Brent. My mistake. Sorry. So it's not Barry's point. I gave it to you, Brent. Okay. It was not Dick Whitington, Stevie boy. It was another Dick. Which highwayman rode the horse Black Bess? It's not Dick Whitington. It's, yes, Danny, you got it. Dick Turpin. It was Dick Turpin. Barry Allen was the alter ego of which DC comic superhero? Barry Allen was the alter ego of which DC comic superhero? Not Doc Turpin, Dick Turpin. Danny. Splendiferous. Yes, Barry, it's Flash. So you got your point back. Barry Allen was the alter ego of the Flash. In 1901, which brand of car was seen for the first time? In 1901, which brand of car was seen for the first time? Ford? No. Model T? No. Wasn't. I'm also surprised. I would have also guessed Ford, but it wasn't Ford. Hello, Welshman. Welcome, Welshman. Write it down. Yes, Louis, it was Mercedes. Louis got this one. It was Mercedes was in 1901. seen for the first time. Good morning, Sonal. Welcome. Happy to see you here. Why am I hanging down at the bottom? My camera. Brisbane is the state capital of which Southeast Australian state? Brisbane is the state capital of which Southeast Australian state? Thank you for coming, Splendiferous. South Wales? No. It's Australia, yes, but which state? The question is which state, Brent? Brisbane is the state capital of which Southeast Australian state? Perth? No. It's Queensland. Queensland. Brisbane is the capital of Queensland. In wait, not North, sorry, let me try again. In Norse mythology, what is the name of the ultimate battle? Yeah. Hello, Sandra Martin. Welcome. Glad to see you. In Norse mythology, what is the name of the ultimate battle? Thor? No. Armageddon? No. Ragnarok? Yes, who said that? Louis. Oh, you're giving them competition today, Louis. Ragnarok. In 1890, the first electric what opened in London? In 1890, the first electric what opened in London? 6 months today. Wow, Sonal. Yes, you were my first member. Lift? No. Car? No. Oh, Sonal, thanks. Welshman, you got one. Alicia's World of Pets, Mandeham, Terry C, Adventures of Nana and Pops. Wow, very nice. Thank you, Sonal. So nice. Okay, what was the question again? I forgot. In 1890, the first electric what opened in London? It's not a lift, it's not a car, it's not a restaurant. Trucks? No. Underground railway. The Underground Railway opened in London in 1890. Underground Railway. What's the theme today? Okay, next question. Who wrote the children's novel Swallows and Amazons? Who wrote the children's novel Swallows and Amazons? You missed the bus there, very definitely. Got on the wrong bus. You guys are funny. Looks like no one has an idea. Who wrote the children's novel Swallows and Amazons? It was Arthur Ransom. Arthur Ransom. The name sounds familiar. Thank you, Sherbear. Thank you for the support. I love it. Yes, me too, by the way. That's why I know none of these answers. No, I can't read this one because it will be wrong. Which Norwegian politician's name became a word for traitor? Oh, this is a difficult one. Which Norwegian politician's name became a word for traitor? Do you, Danny boy? Was it on the tip of your tongue? Isn't that frustrating, Danny? The word Witkunquisling. I've never heard that. Where did this question come from? I don't blame you guys for not knowing. The answer was Witkunquisling became a word for traitor. What is the capital of Morocco? Quisling, yes. What is the capital of Morocco? The word isn't totally unfamiliar to me, Brent, but I wouldn't have put that as being a traitor. I wouldn't have recognized it. Marrakesh, Rabat, yes, undrafted. But Brent said it first. Brent, it's Rabat. It's the capital of Morocco. What religion links Wesak, Dramakaka, and Bodhidharma? Oh my goodness. What religion links Wesak, Dramakaka, and Bodhidharma? He's using unfair. Says who? Judaism, no, but that was a good guess. Islam, no. Scientology, no. I will give you the answer. Buddhist. Wesak, Dramakaka, and Bodhidharma is Buddhist. Sorry. Listen to the question very carefully and you will put it together. Linus Torvalds invented and wrote what? Linus Torvalds invented and wrote what? You're going to kick yourself, guys. Linus Torvalds invented and wrote what? The Linux computer operating system. Linus Torvalds wrote the Linux computer operating system. You're going to kick yourself, am I right? Linux. That must be why it's called Linux computer. Linus Torvald invented. I would have guessed Linux, something to do with Linux. I bet it was, Danny. Yes, it says Linus. His name is Linus Torvald. Did you kick yourself, Sonal? See, I knew you would know. You must have long legs to get to your butt. And you must be peridexal. What? What do they call that? Peridexal. Zambia and Zimbabwe used to be called what? Tricky one. Zambia and Zimbabwe used to be called what? Yes, must have very long legs. Zahir, no. Zambia and Zimbabwe used to be called what? Lesotho, no. Lesotho is still Lesotho today. You're going to kick yourselves again. Zambia and Zimbabwe used to be called Rhodesia. Rhodesia. When I grew up, it was still Rhodesia, and I was 13 when it became Zimbabwe. Yes, Rhodesia. Like I said, until age 13, I knew it as Rhodesia, and then my family had to flee from there, and it became Zimbabwe. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Glad to see you. Next question. What is the staple food of 1/3 of the whole world's population? Barry. What is the staple food of 1/3 of the world's population? Yes, Brent, it's rice. You got it. We all eat rice, don't we? I don't like rice much, but I do eat it sometimes. Rice. In China, they eat it for breakfast, for lunch, and for supper. Every day. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. It's unbelievable. And they don't really have a breakfast in China or a lunch. You can eat any meal at any time. That's what they believe. You can eat cooked meal at breakfast, lunch, or supper. It's always the same. Okay, next question. Do you only eat potatoes? I like potatoes. Yeah, Welshmen in China too. They eat rice. Really eat rice morning, lunch, and supper. Paul Robeson, the singer of Old Man River, had what profession? It does go with a lot of things, Barry. Paul Robeson, the singer of Old Man River, had what profession? No, he wasn't an actor, but that's a good guess. Welder, no, mash and bacon. I used to love bacon, Danny, but I'm not allowed to eat it anymore. I haven't eaten bacon in 27 years. Paul Robertson, the singer of Old Man River's profession was lawyer. He was a lawyer before he became a famous singer. A lawyer. Me? No. Oh no, I'm not vegetarian. I love meat. But I converted to Islam, so I don't eat pork. 27 years ago, I converted and I stopped eating pork. Pork used to be my favorite. Okay, next question. Rene Launay. Rene Launay invented which aid for doctors in 1810? Barry. Yes, mash and steak with peas. Do you blame them, Brent? That nobody ever wants to stay a lawyer? I don't blame them. Yes, Barry, it was a stethoscope. Well done, you got it. Jagger, Richards, Wyman, Jones, Watts, Stewart are from which band? Enjoy it, Kelly, Miss Daisy May. Jagger, Richards, Wyman, Jones, Watts, Stewart are from which band? Yes, the Rolling Stones. Barry got it. Ooh, I almost read Barry at Danny. You almost got that point, Danny. Barry would not have been happy. What digit does not exist in Roman numerals? He did? Brent? I didn't know that. What digit does not exist in Roman numerals? Yes, Barry, it's zero. You got it? Zero does not exist. I don't think they would know about trillions, Danny. Who was nicknamed the Desert Fox? Who was nicknamed the Desert Fox? Yes, it was Rommel, Brent. You're right. Oh, someone miswrote this whole question. The whole question makes no sense. Which annual sporting event between two teams started in 1829? That's a difficult one. Which annual sporting event between two teams started in 1829? Himmler. Louis? It's not the Nazi. America's Cup? No. But that was a good guess. Soccer? No. Which annual sporting event between two teams started in 1829? The University Boat Race. The University Boat Race started 1829 and it's between two teams. Who was the jeweler to the Russian court's famous Easter eggs? Yes, you were on the right track. Who was the jeweler to the Russian court's famous Easter eggs? Tricky question. What are those eggs called? Then you'd get the jeweler's name. Faberge. Faberge. If I'm saying it right. Let me type it for you guys. That was his name. He made the Russian court's Easter eggs. Okay. I have no idea about this one, but it's because I don't eat it. Faberge, yes. Faberge. What type of food is taramasalata? What the hell? What type of food is taramasalata? Anyone, any idea? It's not pasta, no. It's cured or smoked cod roe. Cured or smoked cod roe. I presume that's a fish. I don't eat fish. What? Yes. Codroe. Cod roe. It's cured or smoked cod roe. It's called taramasalata. Did you? What links Samuel Delaney, Frederick Pohl, and Harlan Ellison? What links Samuel Delaney, Frederick Pohl, Harlan Ellison? Yes, but what genre, Brent? It's the genre they after. It's writers, yes, of, yes, sci-fi. Correct. They are all three writers of science fiction. Augesia is the loss of which sense? Now, I'm sure I'm murdering the pronunciation, so let me type it for you. I have a knack to do that. Augesia is the loss of which sense? Smell? No, but that was a good guess, Barry. Taste, yes, it's taste. Brent has got it. Augesia is the loss of taste. Which Irish political party's name translate as we ourselves? Did you AI guessed it? Which Irish political party's name translate as we ourselves? Pluribus unum, no. uh, Irish political party whose name translates to as we ourselves. Sinn Fein. Sinn Fein is the answer. Sinn Fein means as we ourselves. Ah, I know this one. I wonder how many of you know. Who performed the first heart transplant in South Africa? Who performed the first transplant in South Africa? What Irish phrase translate to? I have no idea. I have no idea, Brent. Who performed the first heart transplant in South Africa? He's the first doctor that ever did a heart transplant. Dr. Christian Barnard. It was Dr. Christian Barnard did the first ever heart transplant. And he was from South Africa. Okay. Dr. Chris Barnard. Next question. What is the common name for the star Sirius? What is the common name for the star Sirius? Smoking us today. Yeah, everyone's battling today. What is the common name for the star Sirius? Come on, those guys that know the stars. There are some of you. Dog star, Louis. Yes, you got it. I knew Louis would know. Dog star. The star Sirius is dog star. What calculating aid was invented by William Oughtred in 1662? What calculating aid was invented by William Oughtred in 1662? Well, guys, it says here slide rule, but I think that means the abacus. Am I right or am I wrong? It says the answer here is slide rule, but that's the abacus, isn't it? I'm going to take that as the correct answer, and so I'm giving it to Barry because it's the same thing, I think. Listen to this one. Slide rule is easier to say, yes. Which Athenian philosopher wrote Nothing immortalized by Plato? Which Athenian philosopher wrote Nothing immortalized by Plato? Yes, spot on, Barry. I bet that was a wild guess. Or did you really know? Oh, it's Sonal's birthday. Oh, if only I could sing, I would have sang happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sonal. How young are you today? Sonal, how young are you today? It was a good guess. Very good guess. How young are we today, Sonal? Are you very young? 15? 16? 18? He's lovely. He should have been the one getting the gifts, yes. I'm giving you a birthday point, Sonal. Where's your name? You haven't. Sonal got a birthday point. Does he age in dog star years? Who designed the World War I plane, Camel, and co-designed Hurricane? Who designed the World War I plane, Camel, and co-designed Hurricane? They've got two names here, but I will take one because it's not stating one or two names. World War I plane, Camel, and co-designed Hurricane was Thomas Octave and Murdoch Sopwith. Thomas Octave and Murdoch Sopwith. Aha! I know I would have known this one. I wonder if you guys would know. Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull were born in which US state? Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull were born in which US state? Oklahoma? No. Good guess, but no. Oklahoma? No. And everyone goes on, Oklahoma. They might have died there, but it's not where they were born. Michigan, Florida? Yes, South Dakota. Brent, you got it. They were both born in South Dakota. In 1666, Jesuit bark was used as a prevention against what? In 1666, Jesuit bark was used as a prevention against what? Jesuit. Jesuit or Jesuit bark. No, not syphilis. Good guess, but not syphilis. It was used as a prevention against malaria. As a prevention against malaria. In 1971, which USA space probe was first to orbit another planet? In 1971, which USA space probe was first to orbit another planet? I heard so, Barry. I heard it can prevent mosquito bites. In 1971, which USA space probe was first to orbit another planet? They want the name of the space probe, Barry. No, it's not Mars or Voyager. Do we? Mariner 9. It was Mariner, called Mariner 9. We can if people want to stay. I'd love it. Brent, I need the hours. I really do. What links Catalonia, Andalusia, Cantabria, and Galicia? What links Catalonia, Andalusia, Cantabria, and Galicia? Spain, but something in Spain, Brent. Spain is half the answer. Oh, yeah, wait, never mind. It's regions of Spain. I read religions of Spain. But I must tell you, it's typed very, very small. So I sometimes read it wrong. Regions of Spain, you were right. Brent was right. Uh, yeah, I read religions of Spain instead of regions of Spain. Ingemar Stenmark won a record 85 World Cup races in what sport? You can't say very, very. Ingemar Stenmark won a record 85 World Cup races in what sport? I will stay. I was wanting to ask, but then I thought people wouldn't want to. I thought they would get bored. Auto racing is a good guess, but it's not that, and it's not Formula One. Ingemar Stenmark won a record 85 World Cups races in what sport? In skiing. She was a skier. In skiing. Ah, what common legal item literally means under penalty? What common legal item literally means under penalty? Anyone? Anyone a lawyer? Or anyone want to be a lawyer? Oath is a good guess, but it's not that one. Affidavit, no. Truth, no. A subpoena. 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 Subpoena means under penalty. Who was the only person to win world titles on bikes and cars? Hello, DCBs. Welcome. Who was the only person to win world titles on bikes and cars? It wasn't Schwab. Armstrong, no. Now you know, Sonal, it means penalty. Under penalty. The only person to win world titles on bikes and cars was John Surtees. John Surtees. Never heard his name. Sorry. Which European country is divided into areas called cantons? I also never heard of it, Barry. Which European country is divided into areas called cantons? France? No. It's not France. It's not France, no. Which European country is divided into areas called cantons? Netherlands? No. Italy? No. Switzerland? Yes. Brent, you've got it. It's Switzerland. They call their areas cantons. Ah, which medical tool was developed by Sanctorius in 1612? Which medical tool was developed by Sanctorius in 1612? He has lucky guesses. That's a good guess, Barry, but that wasn't the one. Probably something I would have guessed too, but it's not that one. Which medical tool was developed by Sanctorius in 1612? Scalpel? No. A thermometer. A thermometer. Yes, a thermometer. Oh, it's very hot. I'm putting my aircon on. Tell me if it makes a lot of noise, guys. I put it off thinking it might make noise to your ears, but hopefully it doesn't. What weapon was invented by Ernest Swinton used in 1916? Is it blowing your ear, Barry? Is it really noisy? What weapon was invented by Ernest Swinton used in 1916? No, it's not a knife. It's military, Barry. It's something military. What weapon was invented by Ernest Swinton used in 1916? No more guesses? It's military. I gave you a big clue. A military. What weapon was invented by Ernest Swinton used in 1916? It was a tank. A tank. A tank. No, a tank. Ernest Swinton invented a tank. Which mythological king chained great rose water for? No, what the? Somebody really messed up with these. Sorry, forget that one. Who created Tarzan in 1914? Who created Tarzan in 1914? No, it was totally made no sense. It's the second sentence I find today, question I find that makes no sense. It's not Weissmuller, but that's a good guess, Barry. Who created Tarzan in 1914? The apes. No, Louis. The apes. Oh no. Burrows. Yes, Barry. You got it. Burrows. Edgar Rice Burrows. The Camellia sinensis evergreen shrub is better known as what? The Camellia sinensis evergreen shrub is better known as what? Louisa, very funny sometimes. Camellia sinensis evergreen. The Camellia sinensis evergreen shrub is better known as what? It's a shrub, a plant, evergreen plant. The Camellia sinensis evergreen shrub is better known as what? No, it's not weeping willow. It's better known as tea. Camellia sinensis evergreen shrub is tea. We know it as tea. Banana. In 1901, who first transmitted radio signals across the Atlantic? Yes, tea. Tea is from the Camellia sinensis evergreen shrub. But we never hear that name, we hear it only as tea. Morse? No, Barry. In 1901, who first transmitted radio signals across the Atlantic? A person's name. It's a person's name. Yes, Brent, it's Marconi. Marconi. Who's Casey Kasem? Who won 6 consecutive Wimbledon titles in the 1980s? Who won 6 consecutive Wimbledon titles in the 1980s? McEnroe? No, it was a woman. That's a big clue. It's a woman. Who won 6 consecutive Wimbledon titles in the 1980s? Oh, I must take a sip of my coffee. Martina Navratilova. I'm sure you've heard of her. Martina Oh man, Martina Navratilova. She won. Yes. Brent said it. Sorry, I didn't see. You did say it, Brent. You got the point. So, told you my eyes are not looking well today. What Italian building material translate as baked earth? What Italian building material translates as baked earth? One of your 6 points today. Terracotta, yes, Brent. Terracotta. You got it. What links Buddy Holly, Lyndon Johnston, and Janis Joplin? What links Buddy Holly, Lyndon Johnston, Janis Joplin? Texas, yes, Barry, you got it. Barry, up there. Barry. Which eponymous character was Thane of Cawdor, Glamis? Which eponymous character was Thane of Cawdor, Glamis? You love Buddy Holly. Any idea? Which eponymous character was Thane of Cawdor Gleins? Macbeth. Macbeth. The answer is Macbeth. Who wrote the 39 Steps? Who wrote the 39 Steps? It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know it really. No clue. It's John Buchan. John Buchan wrote the 39 Steps. John Buchan. Who won the Super Bowl in 1987? Who won the Super Bowl in 1987? Anyone? Redskins? No. Washington Redskins, America. Giants, yes, Brent, you got it. Giants. New York Giants won the Super Bowl in 1987. What is the food tofu made from? What is the food tofu made from? Of course, the literal calendar year of 1987. Which others would it be? Barry? Soy. Yes, tofu is made of soybean curd or soya milk. Yes. So Louis and Barry each got half the word. So I'll give you both a point. Who was the son of Poseidon and Amphitrite? Ah, I see. That's confusing, Brent. Who was the son of Poseidon and Amphitrite? Amphitrite. Percy, Cupid? No, none of those. I know this name, quite a famous name. Who was the son of Poseidon and Amphitrite? Not Jerry Feinstein, no. Triton. Son's name was Triton or Triton. 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 Annie Mae Bullock became famous under which name? And she was very famous. Annie Mae Bullock became famous under which name? Triton and Triton again. Yes, Barry. Annie Mae Bullock became famous under which name? Annie Oakley? No. Nothing Annie. Annie Mae Bullock became famous under which name? I never knew she had a different name. Now I do. Annie Mae Bullock was Tina Turner. Tina Turner's real name was Annie Mae Bullock. Who would know that? I didn't. Tina Turner. Simply the best. Yeah. What linked Armenia, Georgia, Latvia, and Moldavia? What linked Armenia, Georgia, Latvia, and Moldavia? Russia, yes, USSR. Answer is Russia, USSR. Barry said that first. Yes, Barry. Gotcha. Yes, it's USSR. A few of you knew it. Hello, Mary Geeks. Welcome. How are you today? What is the state capital of New Jersey? What is the state capital of New Jersey? Welcome, Mary. I'm glad. I'm glad. Trenton, yes. Who said it first? Brent. Basically, almost the same time. Brent and Barry. Who won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Spartacus 1960? It's good to see you too, Mary. I'm not getting notifications like I'm supposed to. Who won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Spartacus 1960? It's a hard one. Smith, no. The answer is Peter Ustinov. Peter Ustinov or Ustinov. I don't know how you pronounce some of these names. Peter Ustinov. Sounds Polish or something. What was invented by James Dewar in 1872? What was invented by James Dewar in 1872? Dewar or Dewar? Dewer. James Dewar. He invented a thermos flask. He invented a thermos flask. Who was the Roman goddess of the hearth? Yes, the Dewey's Decimal System. Who was the Roman goddess of the hearth? Uh, you guys like to talk a lot of hogwash. Who was the Roman goddess of the hearth? Vesta. She was Vesta. Viticulture is the growing of what plants? Viticulture is the growing of what plants? Ben Hurt. You are all funny. Sonal, Mary sometimes. He can be hilarious. Even Louis is sometimes funny. No, it's not berries, but that's a good, very good guess, Louis. Viticulture is the growing of what plants? Louis is not normally funny. Louis is a very dry guy. But sometimes he can ever so dryly say something and we pack out laughing because it's so funny. That's why I said even Louis sometimes. Thank you, Miss Daisy May Kelly. It is. It's sometimes the funniest, brain. He can come up with a serious face and a dry voice and he will say something and we will first be shocked and then we pack out laughing. Viticulture is the growing of what plants? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. Vines. Viticulture is vines. Yes, so no, I know you do. I hated that level. In 1953, what was first successfully transmitted in the USA? In 1953, what was first successfully transmitted in the USA? No, Brent. No, it wasn't Telegram. STD. It's no illness. It's not an. Uh, in 1953, what was first successfully transmitted in the USA? It's not chlamydia or STD or any illness, guys. Successfully. Color television. In 1953, USA got the first successfully transmitted color television. Oh, don't know where you guys' heads go to, but I'm not going to ask because I don't want to know the answer. Long before my time, too, baby. Probably, Brent, probably. Who wrote The Thin Man in 1934? Who wrote The Thin Man in 1934? Any guesses? No, it wasn't Ellison. That's a good guess. Bob, no. Who wrote The Thin Man in 1934? It was Dashiell Hammett. No idea who he was. Dashiell Hammett wrote The Thin Man. Angel Falls in Venezuela is the highest waterfall, but where is the second highest? Angel Falls in Venezuela is the highest waterfall, but where is the second highest? Canada? No. Argentina? No. No. In Africa? No. It's in Yosemite, USA. Yosemite, USA. There you got it. It's in Yosemite, USA. Neither do I, Barry. I know that the Angel Falls in Venezuela is the highest, but I didn't know who was the second. Mine's frozen, Sono. Totally frozen. Who sold Louisiana to the USA in 1803? Oh, I didn't know. Yes, they are tough. We're learning, Brent. Who sold Louisiana to the USA in 1803? Now, they want the person. Barry and Brent, they want to know the person. Who? Who sold Louisiana to the USA in 1803? Gadsden? No. Yes, Barry, it's Napoleon. Napoleon sold it. Okay, I don't think you guys are going to know this one. Gregory Pincus, John Rock, Gerard Domonk developed what? Gregory Pincus, John Rock, Gerard Domonk developed what? It was a bad sale. Toby made the Rangers. Gonorrhea, no. But you're very close. It's not gonorrhea. Gregory Pankhurst, John Rock, Gerard de Monk developed oral contraceptive. They developed oral contraceptive. Whatever that may be. Ah, funny questions. Oh, some of these questions sounds like someone who wasn't English wrote them because it just makes no sense. Woolworths, the 5 to 10 cent store, started in which US state in 1979? It's like a mouthwash, I think, or antiseptics, I don't know. Woolworths, the 5 and 10 cent store, started in which US state in 1979? New York was a good guess, but no. Chicago, Illinois? No. It was Lancaster, Pennsylvania. In 1979, the 5 and 10 cent store Woolworths started in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It says here. 1979, yes. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, Brent. Like I said, there's many mistakes I find in here. It could be. Could someone Google it? Which actress starred in the original King Kong in 1933? Which actress starred in the original King Kong in 1933? Thank you, Sonal. No, it wasn't Trump. But it was long before our time. Which actress starred in the original King Kong in 1933? It was Fay Ray. So let me write that here. So it's a mistake here. I'm sorry. Thank you. It was Fay Ray. She was the original actress in the King Kong movie in 1933. Until 1971, what was the name of Zahir? I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And you're so right, Barry. Until 1971, what was the name of Zahir? What did I do there? Wipe the paper over the screen. Until 1971, what was the name of Zahir? Anyone want to take a guess? It had a name before Zahir. Yes, Barry, it's the Congo. It used to be the Congo. Who is the only American president elected unopposed? Who was the only American president elected unopposed? And twice. Twice. It wasn't Ford, no, but he's just as famous. Who's the only American president elected unopposed? Yes, it was Washington, Brent. Good old George Washington. Okay, next lot of questions. Pac-Man. No, it's not Pac-Man. Oh, okay. Which country's men use the most deodorant? Now, who would wonder that and who would make statistics of that? I wonder. Which country's men use the most deodorant? No, it's not USA. It's not China. But I wouldn't know if that is true or not. It's not. It says here it's Japan. Japan is the country's men who use the most deodorant in Japan. Why do they stink a lot? I wonder if they stink a lot. It says Japan. Hi, Mary. Yeah. Who played Billy the Kid in The Left-Handed Gun? Who played Billy the Kid in The Left-Handed Gun? You'll make a lot of money, Barry. Definitely. Who played Billy the Kid in The Left-Handed Gun? Billy the Man? No. He was a famous actor. Very famous. Old actor. Billy the Man? No. Who played Billy the Kid in The Left-Handed Gun? Paul Newman. It was Paul Newman. Do any of you know Paul Newman? What was the first credit card? That's a good one, Barry. You need some left guard to go with that right guard. That's a good one. Visa, no. American Express, no. What was the first credit card? The Diners Club. Yes, Brent, you said it while I'm saying it, so you got it. Diners Club card. What links Humphrey Davy, Michael Faraday, Madame Curie? What links Humphrey Davy, Michael Faraday, Madame Curie? You were halfway there. You got it. Both scientists know apparently they were all three poisoned by chemicals at work. I don't know if that's true. Humphrey Davy, Michael Faraday, Madame Curie were all poisoned by chemicals at work. That's not good, is it? Hippopagic Society members support what? So all transmitted gonorrhea. Yeah, shouldn't have asked for a raise. Hippophagic Society members support what? What a strange word. Makes no sense. Yes. They Support eating horses. Is that what you meant, Barry? They support eating horses. It does. What did Britain swap Havana for with Spain in 1763? What did Britain swap Havana for with Spain in 1763? That was a good guess then. No, not for a box of cigars, it was for a place. What did Britain swap Havana for with Spain in 1763? Gibraltar? No. Cuba? No, you're getting closer. What did Britain swap Havana for with Spain in 1763? Florida. They swapped Florida. Florida for Havana. Good old Florida was swapped for Havana. What is the crime of embracery? What is the crime of embracery? Hmm? I didn't know it had a name like that. No. No, you didn't own it in 1963. It was swapped with Havana in 1763. No, nothing to do with hugging. The crime of embracery is jury bribing. To bribe the jury. How can you bribe the jury anyway? I wonder. Not easy. Which country made the world's first feature film in 1906? Which country made the world's first feature film in 1906? No. USA, no. Italy, no. France, no. It's not. Which country made the world's first feature film in 1906? You're never going to guess it, guys. Australia, with Story of Caligang. Australia made the world's first feature film in 1906, Story of Caligang. Never heard of that movie? And now we know something new. Australia did it. Who wrote Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? Who wrote Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? Not a very good. Marilyn Monroe, no. Arthur Miller, no. It was a woman. Who wrote Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? It was a woman, guys. Try again. Who wrote Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? Anita Lewis. Anita Lewis. Didn't even know about her. Did you? Ah. What was Norman Bates' hobby in Psycho? What was Norman Bates' hobby in Psycho? I don't watch horror movies, so I would not have known this. But you guys might because you guys like to watch horror movies. What was Norman Bates' hobby in Psycho? No, no, he didn't do something meek, meek like that. It was it's horror movie. So think, what was Norman Bates' hobby in Psycho? Stabbing women in the shower? No. Stuffing birds. He liked to stuff birds. What was Casanova's day job? What was Casanova's day job? Cue the music. What was Casanova's day job? I've never seen Psycho also because I don't like horror or thriller or those kind of movies. What was Casanova's day job? Let me take a sip. Well, Mary, 7 months already. How time flies. 7 months. Wow. Street rapper, physical trainer, personal trainer, no. But that was good, all good guesses. It is librarian. Casanova was a librarian. Now, who would think a librarian can be a Casanova? You wouldn't put that together, would you? Where is the world's largest gold depository? Where is the world's largest gold depository? Depository. Well, now you know Casanova also. Maybe Conan was a librarian, but Casanova. South Africa, no. Fort Knox, no. Where is the world's largest gold depository? Casanova the Barbarian. That sounds more like it, Brent. The world's largest gold depository is, and don't go planning to rob it, Federal Reserve Bank, Manhattan. The Federal Reserve Bank in Manhattan has the world's largest gold depository. Don't go plan a heist. You're not going to get far. Why did the state of Indiana ban Robin Hood in 1953? Why did the state of Indiana ban Robin Hood in 1953? No reference to basketball. No. Apparently, the state of Indiana banned Robin Hood in 1953 because it said its idea is communist to rob the rich. It's a communist ideal. The state of Indiana banned Robin Hood in 1953 because it promotes communist, it says. Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. Robbing the rich is a communist ideal, Indiana said. State of Indiana said. I would not, neither. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Who got it? God's son. Oh, I haven't seen that person in a long, long time. I haven't at all. Angelo Siciliano is better known as who? Angelo Siciliano is better known as who? I didn't even know state of Indiana banned Robin Hood in 1953. Interesting. Angelo Siciliano is better known as who? Snooky? No. He's better known as Charles Atlas, whoever that might be. Charles Atlas. Does anyone know who is Charles Atlas? Sorry. Sorry. I had to laugh at the next question. How did George II die? How did George II die? Ouch. That's all I can say. Anyone, any idea? Old age? No. Laughter? No. He fell off the toilet and died. George II died because he fell off the toilet. Now I wonder, how high was that toilet? Or how narrow the room? That's funny. When you gotta go, you gotta go. But he fell off the toilet. Now, I hope for whoever had to remove him there, he wasn't busy with number two. I so hope he wasn't busy with number two. Can you imagine that mess? I wouldn't want to clean it. What did Marlon Brando and George C. Scott both refuse? It was probably a massive number two. I didn't even know he died like that. It's not that well known fact, is it? Academy Award is almost the right word, Brent. What did Marlon Brando and George C. Scott both refuse? Oscars. Yes, Brent, it's Oscars. They both refused the Oscars. Oh, I didn't even know this. Why was convict number 2599 unusual in Penn State Prison in 1924? Oh, you wouldn't believe this, guys. Why was convict number 2599 unusual in Penn State Prison in 1924? Any idea? No, Matt. Welcome, Matt. I didn't even see you at Wookert. No, it wasn't the baby. It's a dog, yes. The dog was doing life for killing a cat. Is this true? Convict 2599 in Penn State Prison, 1924. The dog was doing life for killing a cat. It must be a joke. I can't believe that they could have done that. I said, oh, how can they do it? Now, guys, he killed a cat. But it's normal. Some dogs, I mean, if they're wild, they will do it. 9 lives in prison. Okay, listen careful to the next question and no funnies. What is 6 inches bigger in summer? I don't support killing cats. Not at all. But a wild dog will kill a wild cat. I mean, that's nature. What is 6 inches bigger in summer? Exactly, Matt. I wonder the same. What judge took that on as if the poor dog would even know if he did something wrong? Must be a kangaroo court, yeah. No, Matt, I said no funnies. What is inches bigger in summer? The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is 6 inches bigger every summer. What two ingredients make the dish angels on horseback? Oh, I knew that one, Brent, at least. I knew that one. I would have said Eiffel Tower because I know it in summer it's bigger. What two ingredients make the dish angels on horseback? There's a dish called angels on horseback. What two ingredients make that dish? No, didn't you? It's oysters wrapped in bacon. Now you're learning something, Brent. Oysters wrapped in bacon is called angels on horseback. It seems to. Oysters wrapped in bacon is called angels on horseback. Now who came up with that name, angels on horseback? I wonder. What was Charles Dickens' last and unfinished novel? What was Charles Dickens' last and unfinished novel? I never heard of this book. So nobody finished it? The unfinished novel, no. But that's a good guess, man. The Cat in the Hat, no. It's The Mystery of Edwin Drood. The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Sounds like it would have been a good book. Yes, Barry. Mystery of Edwin Drood. Which sea on earth has no beaches? Which sea on earth has no beaches? Why am I looking so funny? There's the camera. Hello, guys. I'm crazy. Yes, Sargasso Sea. How did you know that one, Brent? It wasn't the Black Sea, Matt, but that was a good sea. Sargasso Sea. Brent, there you are. DeWitt Wallace founded what? Yeah, I also never heard of that sea, Matt. DeWitt Wallace founded what? Any idea, anyone? I used to read them a lot when I was young, but hello, Stella. Welcome. Glad to see you. You're not going to forget that one, Barry. Angels on horseback. Oysters are in bacon. Wrapped in bacon. Teddy bears? No. DeWitt Wallace founded Reader's Digest. That monthly thing, I think it comes out. Reader's Digest. True, Barry. Angels on Horseback would make a great band name. Who is the patron saint of thieves? Who is the patron saint of thieves? Tomorrow afternoon. Who's going to bring the bacon? Am I also invited? Although I don't eat oysters or bacon. Who is the patron saint of thieves? Saint Matt? No. Patrick? No. Does Barry always bring home the bacon? Good. No, it's not Hermes. Patron saint of thieves is Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas. My teeth is making funny noises. According to his business card, what job did Al Capone do? He gave everything away. That's why he's the saint, I suppose, Brent. According to his business card, what job did Al Capone do? Sanitation worker, used car salesman? No. No to both of them. He's not a used car salesman or a sanitation worker. Al Capone was a what was? According to his business card, he sold second-hand furniture. He sold second-hand furniture. As if anyone would believe that. I don't agree with this, but that's what they say. Humans are 10,000 times more sexually active than what animal? Humans are 10,000 times more sexually active than what animal? Yes, Bunny Rabbit. I don't believe it, but that's what they say. We are 10,000 times more busy than a rabbit. I don't believe it. Did you see how many babies rabbits make? It's a funny question. I also said, what? When I saw it, Brent. Shirley Shrift became famous as which actress? Shirley Shrift became famous as which actress? I didn't know Shirley Shrift and I didn't know this actress. No, Shirley Temple is a good guess, but it's not that or Miss Piggy. She became famous as Shelley Winters. Don't know her? Shelley Winters. I don't know her at all. In Kansas, what can a waiter not do in a teacup legally? In Kansas, what can a waiter not do in a teacup legally? Tricky one. And it's not a weird one. Spit in it, of course not, but that's not the answer. No. Legally, no, that's not that. In Kansas, what can a waiter not do in a teacup legally? I will give it to you, Brent. Cannot serve wine, pour alcohol. Yes, in Kansas, a waiter cannot pour wine into a teacup. Teacup. Cap. So served alcohol is also I accept that. So that point goes to Brent. Mm. Which country has the smallest birth rate? Which country has the smallest birth rate? It's fun. You get funny questions, strange questions. Iceland? Let me see. No. Okay, I would think so. I would hope so. The answer is funny. Vatican City, yes, Brent. I would hope it has none. It's the smallest birth rate. Vatican City should have none. Good, thanks. Thanks, Kelly. You're a superstar. Which 1956 film caused riots in cinemas? Oh. Which 1956 film caused riots in cinemas? Yes, exactly. None is the smallest. Which 1956 film caused riots in cinemas? Well, then that's a movie I need to see. Even it's that old, I want to see it now. Twilight? No. 1956 film that caused riots in cinemas. Rock Around the Clock. The movie's name is Rock Around the Clock. Why would it cause riots, I wonder? Anyone know the movie? Rock Around the Clock. Yeah, 1956. I also don't, but I'm going to try and see if I can find it. Rock Around the Clock. It caused riots in cinemas. Ah, who did the USA buy the Virgin Islands from? Brent. Who did the USA buy the Virgin Islands from? No, it's not France. Also not Richard Branson. Mary, Mother of Jesus. No. Who did the USA buy the Virgin Islands from? No. I didn't know that so many different countries owned so many places in USA. I really didn't know this. I wasn't aware of it. No, it's not Russia. The USA bought the Virgin Islands from Denmark. It was owned by Denmark. Uh, Mario Brothers. No. Ah, who played the Scarecrow in The Wiz? The All Black Wiz of Oz. Who played the Scarecrow in The Wiz? All Black Wiz of Oz. Michael Jackson, yes. You got it, Brent. It was Michael Jackson. What was or is a waltzing Matilda? What was or is a waltzing Matilda? Oh, yes. Barry has. Didn't I say Barry? It's Barry Brent, Barry Brent, Barry Brent. I get confused. A really fruity drink? A poem? No. A dancing queen? No. What was or is a waltzing Matilda? It's a swagman's knapsack. A waltzing Matilda is a swagman's knapsack. That's interesting. I'll remember that one. Waltzing Matilda is a swagman's knapsack. Bacon covered in oyster is an angel on horseback. Brent. Ah, interesting. Which country was the first to introduce old age pensions? Which country was the first to introduce old age pensions? Oh, my nose is itching. It means someone is gossiping about me. Which country was the first to introduce old age pensions? Japan, no. Zahir, no. It's a country we all know. I'm surprised. Which country was the first to introduce old age pensions? Germany. Yes, when your nose itches suddenly, it means someone is gossiping about you. And you can smell it. So the first country to introduce old age pensions was Germany. Remember that, guys? I'm sure that will come up again. Which hats became very popular with children in 1956? Which hats became popular with children in 1956? Stetson, no. Bowler, no. Which hats became popular with children in 1956? It was the Davy Crockett hat. The Davy Crockett hat. Bet you're kicking yourself now. The Davy Crockett hat. Rock around the clock promo hits. What is illegal to pawn in New York? What is illegal to pawn in New York? Rock around the clock promo hits. What is illegal to pawn in New York? I would think babies, but no, that's not the one. Coonskin. I also don't know how people would know these things. What is illegal to pawn in New York? The American flag. It's illegal to pawn the American flag. Only in New York, I presume, because it's asking what is illegal to pawn in New York? The American flag. Maybe by law it's still illegal, Brent. You'd be surprised these old weird laws. For example, in I can't remember which county. Some county in USA, it's still today illegal to park your elephant in the main street. Don't ask me how and what and where. It's still illegal in that county to park your elephant in the main street. So somebody was parking their elephants in the main street and it irritated people. It's illegal in Alabama to wear a fake mustache to church. Oh my. What hospital did Dr. Kildare work at? What hospital did Dr. Kildare work at? No, it's some general, but it has a name. It's a general hospital with a name. What hospital did Dr. Kildare work at? Broadmoor? No, it's Blair General. He worked at the hospital Blair General. Thank you, Mary. Love you, girl. Who was Cleopatra's first husband? Oh my goodness. I didn't want to know the answer. Who was Cleopatra's first husband? Arkham? No. Yes, Louis, it was her brother, Ptolemy Dionysus. Her brother, can you believe it? Louis got that one. Which film star has his statue in Leicester Square? Is it Leicester or Leicester? How do you pronounce this one? Which film star has his statue in Leicester Square? Leicester Square. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay. Which film star has his statue in Leicester Square? No. Olivia? No. Then why all that letters if you're only going to say Leicester? Which film star has his statue in Leicester Square? Charlie Chaplin. Kick yourself, guys. Charlie Chaplin has a statue. Charlie Chaplin. Virginia McMath became famous as which actress? Virginia McMath became famous as which actress? It's also in the 1950s, I think, or 60s. I'm not sure. She was famous. She was very famous. Virginia McMath became famous as which actress? Zendaya? Meryl Streep? No. Yes, Ginger Rogers. Barry got that one. She was Ginger Rogers. Roosevelt won the 1932 election. Who lost it? Roosevelt won the 1932 election. Who lost it? It was a good one, Barry. Hoover. Yes, Brent, you got it. It was Hoover. Herbert Hoover lost it. Who wrote The History of Mr. Polly? Who wrote The History of Mr. Polly? The vacuum guy. No, it wasn't the vacuum guy. Who wrote The History of Mr. Polly? He's a famous writer. He was a famous writer. Pauly Shore? No. H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells wrote The History of Mr. Polly. I'm sure you all know H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells. Last question. What is the first day of Lent? What is the first day of Lent? It's the last question, guys. Not Friday, but that was a good guess, Louis. Not Friday. Monday, no. Tuesday, no. Ash Wednesday. It's Ash Wednesday. It's the first day of Lent. Okay, let me count. Who's the winner? It's head on head with Barry and Brent, I'm sure. This was fun. This was actually more fun than just an hour, wasn't it? Okay, let me see. Barry, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 17 for Barry. 17 Barry. Brent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 for Brent. Wow. So Brent is first today. Barry is second with 17. Brent 22. Barry 17. Louis 6. And then Danny, Stevie Boy, Sonal, Splendid all got 1. So they all third. Thank you very much, guys. It's 5. Brent, you are basically ahead on it. What you knew, he knew. It was just a question of who typed faster at that moment. Happy Life Outdoors. Hi. We're on our way out. But thank you for coming. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate the support a lot. Bye for now. Have a nice day, afternoon, evening. Love you all, Shea Bear.